Hey YouTube, welcome back to Darisa's Daily Deets, where I discuss everything from fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. And as you can tell by the title, yes, believe it, your girl is getting a breast reduction. And this video is going to talk about my journey, kind of give a little background story on why I decided to do the breast reduction and really my experience up until now. And I'll just give a little bit of, what's going on, how I've been feeling about it, and just stuff like that. So, of course, before we get started, I want to make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel because, of course, if you're subscribed, that means that you're going to know when I upload these fun, cute little types of videos, even though this one isn't necessarily like I would say fun, but this one is very informative, especially if you are thinking about getting this surgery. And then make sure you're clicking that notification bell, which is somewhere down below, because I want to make sure that you guys are subscribed to my channel and you are getting those notifications when I post new videos. And then make sure you're also commenting, because again, that's how I want to know what you guys want to hear. That's how I want to be able to get feedback to you guys. And I just love to hear from you and interacting with you guys. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get into the video. Okay. Yes, I've decided that I am going to get a breast reduction. And in this video, yes, I purposely wore this shirt right here because I want everybody to see what your girl has been working with for the past 31, well, I didn't, obviously I wasn't born like this, but basically since I was maybe like in middle school, I have always been top heavy. And it's not saying that it's anything wrong with being top heavy. If you like it, whatever floats your boat, if that's something that you really take pride in. I'm not saying that you should get a breast reduction. This is definitely just a video for people who are thinking about it and just maybe wanting to know kind of, what it takes, what it entails, how much it's going to cost, stuff like that. So, first things first, the reason that I decided to go ahead and get this breast reduction is because like I said, all my life I've just been top heavy, and I feel like there's a lot of limitations. Of course, there's the issues like, you obviously feel heavy all the time. There's issues sometimes with your neck area, your back. But then there's also the issues of not being able to go to the store, like a normal store, and just pick out a bra. Or not being able to get a coat that fits properly everywhere. Last winter I was a lot bigger, but it was just so hard for me to find a coat that fit properly, and I wasn't going to be spending $300 odd, because I live in a place where it gets really cold, on a coat that is not going to be zipping, or it's not going to fit up in here, or it just looked frumpy, or it just was too tight, to the point where I just gave up and I just did what I could do. Now I have lost a lot of weight, but that also was going to have a whole nother host of issues because of the fact that now I'm a lot smaller, but my chest size has really not reduced much. Maybe it's went down maybe a cup, but other than that, there's just so many limitations. Working out is hard. You got to worry about your chest bouncing everywhere. And don't let it be like that time of the month. And, when it's your menstrual, I don't know if any of you experience this, but like breast tenderness, yeah, I experienced that. And having a larger chest and then just taking your bra off and just feeling all that heavy weight just come down, that it's horrible. Like, it's just not something that I really, if I can help it, like. And and it's not that I don't want to have a chest, and we'll get into that a little later in the video. I definitely do still want to have a chest. I just want something a little more manageable. So that's the backstory on why I decided to get the surgery. So it all started last summer. I decided to go. Okay, so a little backstory. Last summer, I went for a consultation with a plastic surgeon, and it was free. I had been hearing just different things about this particular plastic surgeon via like social media, of different people who had, went to him and had stuff done. So I was like, okay, I'll just go ahead, see what they say, and go from there. So when I got there, they took me back. They took pictures, and basically they assessed me, and they said that I would actually qualify as a candidate for insurance because of the fact that my chest was so large in proportion to my back size. So with that being said, they said that they would have to get what's called a prior approval, and then once it's approved, they will call me and let me know so we can schedule a surgery date. I'm like, okay. So of course, going into this, I wasn't. I just didn't know what was going to happen, to be honest. I just kind of was like, I'll give it a go. I've always kind of thought about getting something like this, but I never really knew. I just never really knew what the process would be, or even if I would qualify, or how hard it would be. So I kind of just forgot about it. And make a long story short. So after I forgot about it, I'll say maybe like 3 months later, randomly I get a call and they're like, okay, we have your approval and you can go ahead and have your surgery done. And I'm like, whoa. Okay. So it's like, I'm excited. And then on impulse, I'm just like, okay, yeah, let's schedule it for next Friday, and boom, we're in there. So then when I thought about it, I'm like, wait a minute. I have to be out of work. I'm not really prepared. I haven't even really given it any more thought. So I think I'm going to pump the brakes a bit. So I called her back and I said, okay, how long is this off for? They said you have up until a year. So I was like, okay, good. That gives me a whole year to kind of really, really decide if this is something that I really want to do. And here we are, a year later. And yes, I have still decided that that's what I want to do. Now, with insurance, everybody's insurance plan is going to be different, of course, but just keep that in mind. Obviously there's some that are going to have deductibles that is going to be your responsibility. I mean, it just really depends on your insurance plan and how their process works. This, again, is just my personal experience. So with that being said, this go round a year later, I say baby back in August, I started the process again. I'm like, okay, I decided I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I'm going to wait till October, this was the month that my off was expiring, mainly because of just vacation reasons and stuff like that. I wanted to basically, maximize my time off and things. So I ended up just seeing if I qualify for what's called, FMLA, where I will be out of work. And in my particular case, I was approved for that as well, and short-term disability. So all in all, my doctor was saying, normally people are back to work in 3 days. I'm like, I don't know about that. I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't comfortable with a surgery this extensive, and then just going right back to work. And then I work another job that's a little more physically demanding as well. So I'm like, I'm going to at least, so what I did was I took 3 weeks off. And I took 2 weeks from my other job. So we'll see, how it goes from there and everything like that. But up until this point, today is the day before the surgery, by the way. But up until this point, I've been good. I haven't really been thinking about it. Now, there is a little bit of nervousness just because of the fact that it's surgery. There's going to be scars, and I'm not really a big gory type person, so that's the part that scares me the most. I mean, I definitely do want it done. I am ready. I'm ready to just be more comfortable, more active, and just feel lighter. So that to me outweighs anything else. It's just all the other little stuff surrounding it. I've been battling with just having somebody, like making sure that I'm going to have somebody to look after me, for the week. And I mean, that has been a whole different drama within itself. I mean, I had to work up until the day before. So, my job can be very, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. But my job can, be very mentally demanding. So it's just been a lot on me, as far as everything surrounding it. The actual surgery, I do trust the surgeons and things like that, so I'm not really scared about like dying or just something crazy like that as far as the operation goes. More so it's the after effects and just making sure that I'm going to get there. It's just hard. I mean, especially when you're a single woman, it is just so hard to coordinate stuff with people. And I mean, at times like this, it really just makes me sometimes want to just have a mate, like just somebody that I know I can just count on, that's gonna, live with me and be with me and stuff like that. It's hard when you're trying to, coordinate with people that you don't live with, and that aren't really up under you all the time. So, I mean, those are the little things that I have ran into. So if you are feeling like that, you're going to have a rough time with that, you are not alone, because I have went through that, and it has really kind of, stressed me out and just made me, it's just, we're not even going to get into that. But all in all, I'm really, really excited, and I can't wait to, come back on here, give you guys an update. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any vlogging, because I will be with my mom and my sister, and they're not really big phone people, or not phone people, but I just media recording people. So we will see. But if you are thinking about getting it, I definitely say it's going to make you happy, and you're going to feel, if you feel like your value of life will increase by having this procedure or surgery done, I say do it. I mean, of course, I'm speaking from a standpoint of not having it yet, but yeah. So got any questions, make sure you leave them down below. Hopefully this isn't a super long video, and by the time you're watching this, I probably will have already had the surgery done and just laid up editing this video. But I want to thank you guys so much for staying tuned today, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.